Glad you're up. Please put something on. Hey, Barack Obama entering the Oval Office promising to be a transformative figure who'd move the country forward. But to some, it seems as if America is in retreat. Got an example here. The United States is about to surrender control of the Internet, which we invented. A new poll finds by Fox News that 66% of you think that is a bad move. So what are the ramifications? Can we stop it? Could it lead to censorship? We got a new Fox News special coming out called Surrendering America. It investigates America. Let me try that again. It investigates Fox. We do an investigation. Fox News chief Washington correspondent James Rosen can make sense of all this and joins us right now. James, first off, when you talk about surrendering the Internet, what does that mean?
Okay, so there's a little-known office here in Washington. It's in the Department of Commerce, Brian. It's called the National Telecommunications and Information Administration, NTIA. It's long had a contract over a nonprofit that's actually based out in Los Angeles. That nonprofit is called ICANN, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. ICANN controls the awarding of domain names and addresses, those .coms, .govs, and other gibberish you see at the back end of Internet addresses. Well, NTIA announced earlier this month, on a Friday, of course, that it has asked ICANN to come up with a new governing structure for itself, to separate itself from our Department of Commerce. A governing structure that would be global in nature and encompass multiple quote-unquote stakeholders. NTIA has said it won't accept a situation where the control of the Internet and the awarding of domain names would go to another government, like China, or a group of governments. The fact is that despite the contract that Commerce has had over ICANN for so many years now, what passes for control over the Internet has resided over the years with a loose network of advisory bodies, a sort of alphabet soup of international organizations. But this is of great concern to a lot of people, Brian.
Yep, and so that was one of the focus. You handle one portion of this special, James. So, and that is what you look at. And right now you talk to somebody special to add more clarity and tell us what's at risk. Okay,
so NTIA and supporters of this transition say that it's been U.S. official policy since 1997 to eventually cede control over ICANN. They say the United States can demonstrate, especially after the Edward Snowden era, how much it believes in the need for the Internet to be free of government control. I spoke about that with a former senior advisor to President George W. Bush. The Obama administration argues that this is necessary because the Internet now exists under the control of one government, and that's dangerous. There's some logic to that, isn't there?
I don't trust any other government, the Chinas of the world, the Russias of the world, to control that which they seek to not have available to even to their own populations. I don't want America subject to others who are not as free and open as we are.
So the Department of Commerce contract with ICANN extends to September 2015. It can be extended if ICANN does not come up with a structure that is satisfactory to our Department of Commerce. Brian.
Right, James, that's just one portion of it. Other portions of the special that's going to be airing, defunding NASA, which we know we can't get up to space right now without the Russians' help, reducing the military and canceling the missile shield. We're talking about getting rid of the Tomahawk missile now as well as the Hellfire missile, and attack on energy, not capitalizing the great discoveries that we've been experiencing over the last 5 to 10 years. So this is all part of a special that premieres tonight at 10 o'clock.
Right. To finish the sentence that some kind of neurological event prevented you from finishing earlier, Brian, the entire unifying theme of this special is it looks at whether or not the United States across a range of areas is surrendering its global leadership.
Right. And that is of chief concern to a lot of people. And essentially with your piece in particular, James, you look at what China's done with Google, what Turkey's done with Google, how they're actually telling people you can't do this. They're banning YouTube in certain nations. That we could all fall victim to if we don't get on top of this. You examine it, and as James Rosen puts together one portion and a special portion of a brand new show that airs tonight, Surrendering America. James, thanks for waking up. Get some rest.
Thank you, Brian.
All right.